Hello and welcome to this video all about how to make money with automated trading. Automated trading or algorithmic trading, sometimes called, and we're going to talk about in 4 different sections. First of all, I'm going to give you an explanation for some of you that don't know exactly what automated trading is. Then I'm going to show you exactly how to get started, and we're going to go through what you need, the pieces of the puzzle to put in place. I'm going to give you a real example, and we're going to show you some actual code for the computer to automate, and then I want to show you a working setup. It's going to be a proper real life working setup because it's going to be my setup that I've been using for almost 4 years now to make money, automated trading. So first off, let's talk about the explanation. What exactly is automated trading? As the name might suggest, it's trading that's done in an automated way or automatically. The computer does it for you almost. It's a real hands-off approach to trading, and automated trading comes with a lot of benefits too. It's great. There's very little screen time, so you're not sat at the screen like you'd imagine most day traders watching for signals to come along. You can trade 24 hours a day if you want. If you trade in Forex markets, trade while you're asleep because you've already pre-programmed the computer to take the trades for you. You can trade from anywhere in the world, live that dream that everybody always kind of promises you with trading. And it's a very stress-free way of trading, well, I find anyway. Because you've already pre-programmed the strategy into the computer and the computer's taking the trades, you're not having to make decisions live at the time, and which often causes a lot of traders to have stress and crumble, and ultimately their system could fail. So what do you actually need to make money with automated trading? Well, first off, you actually need a trading strategy with an edge. Trading strategy with an edge means that purely over a large enough sample of trades, it will make money. You're going to come out with a positive return. That's what you need. So you need a trading strategy that's quantifiable, means that it's a rule-based strategy from numbers, and it can be things very, very simple. I'm actually going to take over to the computer as usual, and I'm going to program and show you a really easy way of getting started with automated trading. And once you have that rule-based strategy, you can then program the software, and the strategy is then ready to be either back-tested or then live traded in an automated way. I already mentioned that it's a big time saver, or what appears to be a big time saver, because you're not constantly looking at the computer screen waiting for trades to occur. The computer's almost doing the waiting for you. It's monitoring the prices and executing trades as they come. However, how I spend my time as an automated or an algorithmic trader is developing strategies, but that's purely at my leisure. I could spend 2 hours a day in the evening working on strategy development, or I could spend all day working on strategy development, or there's times where I've gone weeks without looking at developing strategies at all. I've been travelling or on holiday. So it really frees up your time and allows just a lot of freedom and flexibility. So now you know what automated trading is, and you realise some of the benefits and certainly the reasons that I like auto trading. You're then ready to get started. Well, how do we get started? It starts off with that trading strategy idea. So it could be an idea that you've had yourself, or something you've read or you found on YouTube. I've certainly got a few videos showing you usable strategies, or it could be something that you've bought. You have bought that strategy rules. I would be a little bit wary about buying strategies, but that's a topic for another video. Once you have that strategy rules, then you can then program it into your trading software of choice. There's loads of different trading softwares out there. Personally, I'm using MultiCharts. You can use things like TradingView, TradeStation, AmiBroker, NinjaTrader. There's quite a few to choose from. And once that strategy is then programmed into the platform, you can then backtest it, see how it performed in the past, and then when and if you're happy with it, you can then go live. Sometimes it's as easy as just clicking a button to go live. It certainly is with MultiCharts. You might need to connect your broker to the trading software or possibly connect a data source, but it's all quite straightforward. And then once you're up and running, the goal really is to get more than one strategy, get a portfolio of uncorrelated strategies. So they're not all doing the same thing. They're not all buying into a trend on euro dollar, for example. You want to be trading across several markets, different types of strategy. And your time then is spent, because the computer's taking the trades, you're spending the time looking for developing new strategies. Unless you're getting them from somebody else or someone like me, or you're getting to develop them for you. And then really, the computer's doing all the trading. All you need to do is monitor it. Just need to monitor the software, make sure everything's working okay. And personally, once a month, I look at each individual strategy just to make sure they're performing okay, and I want to continue trading with the strategy. So that's pretty much how to get started. Now, what I want to do is show you a real strategy. I'm going to go over to my computer, as usual, and I'll show you multi-charts, which is what I use, and I'll show you how simple an idea can actually be and how easy a simple idea can be to program. We could do a quick back test and show you how to go live and automate the trading. Okay, with these mechanical or rule-based trading strategies that you program the computer with, don't overcomplicate them. Sometimes the simple ideas do work better. Don't misunderstand me here though. While I say simple stuff can work, most stuff doesn't. So you're going to have to put in a bit of time to find out exactly what works for you. But I've got a really simple strategy here that I'm going to show you on the screen, and it's literally 6 lines of code, or it's not even that actually, because it's probably a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. So let's take a look at the screen and I'll walk you through it. The example is a strategy using an inside daily bar as a setup. I'm going to show you it on dollar yen, and what we're looking for is an inside bar on the daily chart. So plot yourself a daily chart and you're looking for an inside bar. What an inside bar means, if you don't already know, it means that the high of the bar is less than the high of the previous bar, and the low of the bar is greater than the low of the previous bar. So the high and the low range is within the range of that previous bar. That's an inside day, and I'll show you on the computer. Now, that's the setup. If we see an inside bar, that's the setup. So here's the code, and line 1, if the high of the session is lower than the high of the previous session, and the low of the session is greater than the low of the previous session, then that's actually the inside bar. And I've got a little rule in here, and the time is greater or less than 16:59, then begin. That's purely just because I don't want any trades taken after that bar. You don't need to know about that. So if that's the setup, what we want to do is we want to buy the next bar at that high point. Remember, I said we go long at the high of that inside bar, and sell short at if the low is hit. Okay, put a little end there in the code, and this line here, set exit on close. All that means is we're closing out the trade at the end of the day. What we'll do is we'll look at the strategy applied to a chart. It's a daily chart of US dollar, and I'll show you how that works. So here's the chart. It may look a little bit confusing, but what we've got down on this bottom pane here, this is literally just so you can see. We don't need this within the code, but if we look, this bar here, for example, this is an inside bar because the high is less than that previous high and the low is greater than that previous low. And we can see here that we've took the trade, we've gone short. This chart above here is actually an hourly chart. Depending on how your software works, this is just the way that I've programmed it. When I actually trade this live, I would probably actually go as low as a 10-minute chart. Don't let that confuse you at the moment. Just be looking at the daily chart. And then it's exit at the end of the day, so exit at the end of the session. So that's all it is. If I zoom out a little bit, you can see all these trades. So these bars down the bottom of the days, so you can see how often or how little this strategy actually trades. And we'll quickly have a look at the performance report. So this is the backtest report showing you what performance looks like back as far as starting 2008, so January 2008, right up until the present day, which is the 4th of March 2020. And you can see it's a reasonable looking uptrending equity curve. This is the type of strategy that you'll be aiming for. And once you've got your strategy programmed into the software, like here on MultiCharts, very easy just to start automated trading. It's just a click of a button. You just click the button, and certainly here in MultiCharts, it's that easy just to let the computer take the trades. What we're seeing here is a problem because this is my development machine. This isn't on my VPS. This isn't my live server. That's just a little simple example of an inside day strategy, and that's something that you would be wanting to trade it on its own, or preferably in a portfolio of other uncorrelated strategies. And that's the sort of thing to get you started with making money automated trading. And that brings us on to the last part of the video. It's talking about the actual setup, or working setup, my actual live setup. So just to recap, you now know what automated trading is. You've had an explanation. You know how to get started, what things you need to get going. And I've shown you an example of a strategy that you could program within your software to start making money with automated trading. Now I'm going to talk about my own setup. Now this is a setup that you could also replicate. This setup essentially has been the same for almost 4 years now. I've always used MultiCharts, which is the trading, backtesting software combined. And I've used 3 different brokers in the time that I've been trading algorithmically or automated. I started off with Oanda, then I switched to Interactive Brokers, and now I'm actually trading with LMAX, and sometimes still Interactive Brokers. Unfortunately, Oanda, I cannot trade with Oanda anymore because they won't allow orders from third-party software to be placed in an automated way, not if you live in Europe anyway. So I have MultiCharts and I have my broker, which is LMAX. The data also comes from LMAX and it's free. So there's a cost in buying MultiCharts. I bought a one-time lifetime license. You'll have to check on MultiCharts' website to see how much it is at the moment. I'll link that down below. And that platform, MultiCharts, actually runs on a VPS or a virtual private server. Now I've done a video all about why you need a VPS for automated trading, but the good news is it's a free one, and that's all you need, or certainly all I've needed for 4 years to successfully make money with automated trading. And that brings us about to a close. So now I hope you've got a much better idea. It's not big and scary and complicated, is it? You know what automated trading is, you've got an idea of what sort of setup you need to do it, and you've got a good idea, having seen a strategy example of what makes up an automated trading portfolio. As always, I hope the video has been of use. If you've got any comments or questions, leave them down below. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down and tell me why. I always want to improve and make these videos better for your benefit. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you want to speak to me more personally, email me, jared@thetransparenttrader.com. Don't forget to visit the website. I give away some free things, free strategies in fact, and you can find my other services on there, like I've got a great little trading course to get you started, and you can contact me about any sort of programming or even one-to-one coaching. I'm doing a select amount of one-to-one coaching at the moment, so that's on the website, thetransparenttrader.com. For now, this is Jared Goodwin, and thank you.